Hello everyone, I Assistant Professor Pragati Shetty from Department of Microbiology, KG Somaiya College. In this online lecture, we will study about the biosorption. Okay, so let's get started. Now, what is biosorption? Okay, so this term accompanies the biological adsorption. Okay, that is together called as the biosorption. So it is the property of the certain types of the inactive dead microbial biomass to bind and concentrate the heavy metal from even very dilute aqueous solution. So this is the definition of the biosorption. So what is biosorption? Is the property of some microbial material, microbial biomass. Okay, that can be inactive, that can be the dead biomass to bind, that are able to bind, and after binding they will concentrate, they will accumulate the heavy metals from very dilute aqueous solution. Okay, so it is particularly the cell wall structure of the algae, fungi or the bacteria which was found responsible for this phenomena, which means which part of the bacteria is responsible for this property is the cell wall. Their cell wall is carrying out this function of the biosorption. Okay, the cell wall molecule will bind to the metal and therefore they will concentrate that metals from the aqueous solution. Okay, then opposite to the biosorption is the bioaccumulation. Okay, that is bioaccumulation also is carried out using the living cells. Now we will see the mechanism behind this biosorption. So now biosorption is the complex structure. The mechanism involves the cell wall, right? As I mentioned, the cell wall is the part of the microbial cell that is responsible for carrying out this property. Okay, so now as you can see in this slide, there are certain types of the criteria that are distributed for its mechanism. So depending upon the cell metabolism, it is divided into the two types, that is metabolism dependent and the metabolism independent. Okay, so in the metabolism dependent, the biosorption, the binding will be depend upon the metabolism, will interfere with the metabolism of the microbial cell. Whereas in the microbial independent metabolism, the metabolism of the microbial cell is not interfering with the biosorption. Okay, now depending upon the location, means where this concentrating the metals, where the cells are concentrating the metals on its body, depending upon the location, it is also criterized into the three more types, namely extracellular accumulation or the precipitation, which means extracellular, outside the cell it will concentrate or it will accumulate. Second, cell surface sorption and the precipitation, which means on the cell surface the accumulation, the concentration will be on the cell surface. Okay, then third is the intracellular accumulation, which means inside the cell wall of the microbial cell the products will accumulate inside the cell. That's why the intracellular accumulation. Okay, so depending upon the metabolism dependent and independent, depending upon the location, extracellular, cell surface sorption and the intracellular accumulation. Okay, now this is about the mechanisms. Now we will see in this picture, you can see various mechanisms which can be used to achieve this bioabsorption. Okay, one important point to note down this here is the adsorption is involved in the process and not absorption. Okay, now what is adsorption? Adsorption is adherence of the molecule to the surface. It's called as the adsorption, whereas in the absorption, that is the ABSORPTION, that is absorption, which means the engrossing, which means complete absorbing of the materials into the other, right? So in the bioabsorption, the adsorption term is here, and that's why it is complete opposite of the bioaccumulation. Bioaccumulation takes place with the help of the absorption phenomena. Okay, the materials are absorbed and that's why they get accumulated. In the bioabsorption, what is happening? The materials will adsorb to the surface, that they will adhere to the surface, and therefore they will concentrate on the surface. Okay, now the first is the adsorption, then the ion exchange, materials can be accumulated, then the microprecipitation, right, complexation, chelation. So these are the mechanism, these are the methods which can be used to achieve the bioabsorption property by the microbial cell. Okay, microbial cell can use this many properties. One of these properties, the mechanisms shown here to achieve the bioabsorption. Okay, now we will come to the advantages of the bioabsorption. Now the major advantages are, they are low cost method, right? These are the low cost method, as we are requiring the microbial cells for the carrying out the process, which is not very expensive, right? And the media also, very dilute aqueous media is enough for this process, right? Therefore it is cost effective, very much cost effective. Then high efficiency, then minimization of the chemical and biological sludge, right? Because from the sludge from the wastewater can also be used for the production of this metal. That's why minimization of the chemical and the biological sludge. Then no additional nutrient is requirement, right? Because microbial cell is able to take up the nutrients available in the present environment, in the solution. Okay, then regeneration of the bioabsorbent, right? Regeneration of the bioabsorbent material is possible, that is one advantage. Then possibility of the metal recovery, and there is the possibility for recovering of the metal, right? These are the advantages. Okay, now which are the bioabsorbents can be used? Bioabsorbents means the microbial cells, which microbial cells can be used for this property. So bacteria can carry out this function, fungi can carry out, like the Aspergillus niger and Saccharomyces cerevisiae yeast, right? Then algae, red algae, green algae, and the seaweed, such as the sargassum. So these are the biological molecule, microbial cell, that are able to carry out this bioabsorption property. This bioabsorption helps to recovering the metal, helps to concentrate the metals, concentrate the important materials from the very dilute aqueous solutions. Okay, this is the very important phenomena of the biological environment. Okay, then we saw the definition of the bioabsorption, which is very important. Then we saw the advantages of the bioabsorption, the different mechanisms that can be used to achieve this bioabsorption, right? Then we saw the mechanisms used by the microbial cells to carry out the bioabsorption. In the mechanism also we saw, depending upon the metabolism, that is metabolism dependent and independent, and depending upon location there is extracellular, intracellular and the cell surface accumulation, precipitation, right? Then we saw the example of the biosorbent. Which biosorbent can carry out this process? So these are the bacteria, these are the fungi, algae and the seaweeds. Okay, in this picture you can see the sargassum is shown here. Okay, this is the seaweed. So this can be used to carry out this bioabsorption bioabsorption process. Okay, one important point, bioabsorption is completely opposite to the bioaccumulation. Bioabsorption involves the adsorption, which means adherence, and bioaccumulation involves absorption, which means the complete engrossment, complete absorbent. Okay, I hope you understood this lecture. If you have any doubt regarding this, please ask in the comment section.